Leave it to the robots. Have you heard of a robotic lawnmower? Seems a little Jetsons to me, but this is the real deal, people. Since 1995, Husqvarna has been manufacturing the Automower. And although kind of a foreign concept to us here in the US, this thing works. They've had it in Europe for years, and I personally have had it on my lawn for the past several years, and am very impressed with how this functions. So let me talk a little bit about the robotic mowing concept and some of the benefits that you'll experience by having one. So I'm gonna set it down. It's fairly light, but I don't wanna hold this the whole time. So the advantage of the robotic mowing concept is that you can be lazy. No, not really, but you can. That's not why most people buy these. You know, when I bought mine, I had people come to me and said, "You are lazy. Why aren't you mowing your lawn?" And I stepped back and said, "I'm busy." That's the problem. I'd come home every night and I'd have to do a little bit of mowing on my lawn because I didn't have time to mow my whole lawn on a weekend. I didn't have Saturday to mow my lawn. So I'd mow it a half an hour on Tuesday night and half an hour on Wednesday night and half an hour on Thursday night. And before you knew it, my week was over. And my lawn never looked good all at once. So advantage of a robot is I come home every day and my lawn is cut and it looks beautiful. How does it work? I bury a wire in the lawn all around the perimeter, basically saying you cannot go outside of these boundaries that I've put in place. And every morning at 10 o'clock, this sucker wakes up, backs out of its dock, turns around and takes off mowing. Now, depending on the model that you look at, you're gonna mow for an hour from the lower models up to about 6 hours on the top models before it automatically goes back to its charging station, recharges, and takes off and mows again. So mine mows from 10 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, and it does that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I give it the weekend off. I'm a pretty nice boss. So when we flip this up, you'll see this little disc. Now this little disc is just protecting the blades. I'm actually gonna set it down. I'm gonna grab a Automower blade. I'm also gonna grab a traditional lawnmower blade. So this is a normal lawnmower blade. Heavy, loud, because it has to lift and move a lot of grass. With an Automower, they use this little sucker right here. It's a little razor blade. And this dull is sharper than this is ever gonna be even sharp because it's so thin. So an Automower cuts every day, keeps your grass level, and it's only cutting off that much, minimal, fractional amounts of grass every day. Whereas when I mow with a normal riding lawnmower, walk behind lawnmower, I'm cutting off an inch or more because I'm only doing it once a week. So I need a lot of power, I make a lot of noise, and I have a lot of debris left. When I'm doing it this way, I only have minimal left on the lawn. It's quiet. If you've heard the vacuums moving around the house, you know, the Roombas or whatever, this is significantly quieter than the vacuums. It's a beautiful looking lawn. I'm fertilizing it all the time. It's not invasive, okay? You don't have to worry about, is it gonna screw up my dog or my cat? Is it gonna come eat it up? It actually has a sensor as it's moving along, and if it bumps into something, you see this? See that movement there? If it bumps into something, it'll turn around and go the other direction. So my kids, they're out playing in the yard and the Automower comes their direction, they simply hop in front of it, stand there, let it run into them, it turns around, they can keep doing whatever they were doing. Side note, side benefit to this robotic mower is, not only is my lawn always mowed, it's always clean. My kids don't leave their bats and balls and gloves and frisbees in the lawn anymore because they know that the robot might try to chew them up. So something that kind of helped me justify it even more is not only does my lawn look cut all the time, which it is, it also is clean all the time. So how does an Automower work? Well, I've talked about that it goes out every day and it cuts, right? And it cuts with a real thin razor blade. Because it's cutting such a small amount of grass, it's actually mulching it. It's leaving it on your lawn. But it is in such small, fine particles that you don't see them or track them in or see clumps of grass on your lawn. It is hidden. It does not show any left behind traces. One of the other cool things about the Husqvarna Automower is that there's an app. It's connected to my phone. So at any point in time, I can see where this mower is. Currently, this mower is parked. I would have the ability to send it out to mow, or if it were mowing and I knew that somebody was coming over to my house and I didn't want it to be out mowing when they came over, I could tell it to park. If I'm like, man, it's a little short, I want to change the height of the cut, I can simply go click a couple buttons and change cutting height right here. Right now it's set on 5. Let's say I want that to go down to a 4. Boom, save, it's at a 4. And I am alerted if it leaves my property. It has GPS geofence on it. So if it gets picked up, I get an alert on my phone. If it gets moved out of sight of my property, I get an alert on my phone. So security, covered. Noise, covered. Good looking lawn, covered. Freedom, covered. So come check out the full line of Husqvarna Automowers at Carl's Mower and Saw. We believe in these things. 3 of the 4 owners of Carl's, including Carl himself, have had Automowers on their properties for the past several years, and we could not be happier. Can't wait to hook you up with the right Automower for your lawn.